Here are some simple tips that you can use as parents to make sure that your children do really, really well in NAPLAN. The first tip is that your child needs to never read a text in detail straight away. They need to stop for a second, and in their mind, they need to see the sections of the text, and we call this special skill previewing. So basically, when they preview, they take a look first at the title, like Flying Jewels, the pictures, and then next, they look at the subheadings, for example, what they look like or where they live. Then they look straight underneath the subheadings to find what we call the topic sentences, which tells us what the rest of that paragraph will be about. And then finally, they take a bit of a squiz at the top paragraph and the bottom paragraph. Now, this really only takes a few seconds, but it saves them so much time and it gives them the main idea. Let's look now at how you can help your child find facts and details really quickly. So the first thing is that they've got to look really carefully at the question, but we remember that before we read any text in detail, we always preview the text to get the main idea. So here we can see that the main idea of this text is beach safety, and that we look at the picture next and we can see the flags, and then we can see some dot points about safety. The reason that this is important is because your child has to do it in their mind. They can't actually write on paper because the NAPLAN test is actually online. And for the rest of their lives, whenever they look at any text, it's a really good idea to preview the text for main ideas before they dive in. Now, when you look at the question there, according to the text, there's a really big message. It means they can't use their common sense. They have to go back and reread the text to get the right answer because there are many sensible answers there. So then they find the word that they need to scan for quickly with their finger. And in this case, the word is help. So if you actually need help, what should you do? And you drag your finger very, very fast until you find the word help, and then that will be able to find the answer. So here we have safe in the storm, and just as with non-fiction text, we have to preview this fiction text. So we look at the title and we look at the picture, and we really do need to read the whole text. So now what we do is we look at the question. We're not going to scan for Tom or lamb because that's all the way through the whole text. We're going to scan for sat, and then we'll find the answer. And then in the next question, we're not going to scan for Tom or lamb. We're going to scan for sleep. When we drag our finger very fast, we can see that there's a word that's like the word asleep, and that doesn't give us the answer. But if we read back one sentence, we will get the answer. So these are some very simple things that you can help your child to do. Find the word or words in the question that you need to look for. Drag their finger fast down the screen to find the words or down the book. And then if necessary, they need to read on or back a bit to find the answer. Whenever you see according to the text, you must reread the text. You never use the common words like the topic or the character's name. If you're scanning for who, when, or where, you're looking for names and times and places. And if you can't find the answer, just keep scanning further or look for some similar words which might mean the same thing.